Far Cry 6 is a boring game. This is Ubisoft at its lowest and it shows. To summarize this game, it is an empty and uninteresting first-person open-world Just Cause game. I mean, why even bother? Make a map this big when you add very little into it. The only life in the open world is when AI fight each other or they do something really funny.
Oh my gosh, you just ran him over. Oh my gosh!
The gameplay is over the top and ridiculous, but at the same time it's also shallow and underdeveloped. For some reason, Ubisoft has some obsession with making everything an RPG. So most of the time you're gonna run out of ammo because of how spongy the enemies are. The ammo types exist, but I feel like they're just there to try and hide the fact that the enemies are so spongy rather than it actually benefiting Far Cry 6. The story and characters is basically a Marvel movie. It introduces a lot of characters, but instead of developing them, the game assumes that the players will like them because of the funny and random things they say and do.
Napalm Nino, Metal Bird, Hellfire, and the Hope of the West all-in-one.
So you flown this?
No, never. I'm afraid of heights.
Almost everything in this game is a bunch of nothing, and it is mind-boggling how Ubisoft gets away with selling these type of games. Imagine getting Breaking Bad Star Wars guy as the villain of your game and have him barely in it. For some context, I got up to 18 hours into this game before dropping it, and I can't even remember whether he appeared at least 5 times within those 18 hours.
After he was murdered, your grandmother and I were left to survive alone.
She would always remind me of my father's obsession with that verse. She hated it.
Now get this.
Why?
Because he had it all wrong.
But hey, it's okay cause chorizo! Though there are some positives. Danny, the guy or girl you play as, is a bit interesting, and whoever wrote him and voiced him did a decent job. Chorizo is cute, useless but cute, and there is an auto drive feature for any vehicle in the game except for the flying stuff. I mean, you gotta be one sick man to use auto drive in Far Cry 6.
My Little Pony. Only real ones know. Only the real ones know, you feel me? Alright, let's go. Oh, wrong button. Follow the road. This is my favorite edition of Far Cry. Like, unironically, this is my favorite edition of Far Cry.
Far Cry 6 is a game you should only buy if it's on sale. Ubisoft has gone low for this game. Really low. Now, you may ask, what is going on? What is stopping Ubisoft from being the great company they should be? Well, my fellow viewer, I'll tell you. Ubisoft fails to differentiate their games and create a more unique catalog of games. On one hand, they make unique games like Rainbow Six Siege and For Honor, but on the other, you have games like Far Cry 6, Watch Dogs Legion, and Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Out of the 3, I have completed only one of them and dropped the other 2 because they were boring. Now, don't get me wrong, Ubisoft does have a semi-unique catalog of games, but when your bigger titles are empty open world games, you can't figure out whether Ubisoft is purposely trying to get away with making low-effort games or they are genuinely clueless on how to properly make fun games. My personal fix is give games like Far Cry and Ghost Recon a proper identity. What would be interesting is for Ubisoft to lean into more unique ideas and genres, a more niche market. Why not go a more realistic route with the Far Cry and Ghost Recon series? Ubisoft can clearly take care of a game and extend its lifespan if it's proven itself to be really good. So instead of pumping out these meaningless open world games, it's better to go the quality over quantity route. Watch Dogs is all about hacking, and you can literally be in any era of human history in Assassin's Creed. Go wild with what you have. But with Ubisoft pumping out 2 open world movie games, it's hard to imagine the direction they're going for in the future. But it's okay, I'll forgive Ubisoft if they announce an open world FNAF game.
Thank you for support.